Hello and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style like this. And we also talk about knitting and we talk about diamond painting. So if any of those are of interest to you, please stay tuned and enjoy this video. I present it to you and I don't put any video ads in my videos. You won't see any from after the beginning of the video all the way to the end of the video. There will be no video ads, so you don't have to keep hitting skip. Just stay with me. So I hope you enjoy that. I do that for you, and if you want to support my channel, you can go to my Etsy shop. The link is down in the description box. I have 130 patterns and also some wildflower merchandise that you can click on and use. This is some project bags back here, and my little book that I sell, Notes and Ideas, right there, and tumblers like this. So I have lots of things in there that you can take a look at. So if you want to support me, that's how I ask that you do it. And also to watch my videos. So I'm glad you're here. I'm thrilled you're here. And all the new subscribers, thank you so very much for tuning in. Now today I would like to talk about something new that I'm knitting. You can see it right back there. I got a crazy idea this week that I wanted to knit another sweater. I knitted one a couple of weeks ago and really enjoyed it. It was a kit from Lion Brand called the Classic Knit Top, and I had the description, and I can put it down in the description box for you. It's I'm not sponsored by anybody here except Crafties for diamond painting. So just know that when I say, buy Lion Brand yarn, I'm just doing it out of the goodness of my heart. It's because I love Lion Brand and I love Premier too. I love both of those brands. I'll be talking about those today. Now I wanted to remind you that if you're not getting these catalogs, you should. There are lots of great ideas in here, even if you don't order stuff. These two catalogs. Hirschner's came in this week, and also Mary Maxim. So if you're not signed up, you can go to their website and click around there. You can find where you sign up for the catalog, and it's free. It comes in the mail. It's so lovely. You can flip through it whenever you want to. You don't have to turn on your computer. You just flip it open, and there are all kinds of great ideas in here for granny squares, for purses, for sweaters, for Afghans, everything. And Hirschner's is the same way. I love Hirschner's yarn as well. Both yarns are really, really good. Their store brands are very, very good. I've used them both to crochet with. I've not used them to knit with yet, but I do have used them to crochet, and they're quite wonderful, especially the Hirschner's worsted heathers. I love those, and I'm still working on an Afghan with those colors, and they're just beautiful. Every time I pick them up, I think how pretty these are, and I ordered them from Hirschner's. I think I got them on sale, actually. I don't know if they're running a sale now, but those are really good yarns, and Mary Maxim has some as well. So you might sign up for these catalogs. They're good to get in the mail for ideas. Now, as you know, I have started working on the Cat's Meow blanket. I talked about it last week, and you can go back there and take a look at what I said last week. But this is the pattern that came in. That's what it looks like. It's a cat. Here it is, a little bit of a close-up on it. It's a cat. It's kind of an abstract, maybe you might call it a whimsical look at a cat on a blanket, and I just love it. I just always have liked this. Here it is in the whole version. I've always liked this, and I've always wanted to do it. So I have started, and I have 6 or 8 inches done, but I want to give you some advice. If you want to do this Cat's Meow blanket, I went out to Sweet Potato 3 and I ordered the actual pattern before I got the kit. That's a kit from Mary Maxim, the Cat's Meow blanket. And the yarn is quite beautiful. I'll show you that in a second. But this is the, the pattern that I bought from Sweet Potato 3, which is the girl who designed this beautiful blanket. She actually went out and took the graph and stated which colors and how many stitches of each on each line, so you don't have to look at the graph if you don't want to. Now this was, I don't know, $5 to $8. I can't remember how much the pattern was, but I felt like it would be probably worth it because somebody online said that you could go out and get the numbers and not have to look at the graph. The graph to me is very, very small, but she also sends you a graph with this pattern, but she gives you a list of all the rows, 106 rows I think it is. 106 rows of the graph, and they're already done for you. You don't have to count the squares, even in 10s, it's still, you have to keep up with it. And you can just go this row by row. And as you see, I've started working on these rows, and I just check them off when I'm done, and I make sure I'm on the right side or the wrong side of the blanket, so I can make sure I'm in the right place, because some of the numbers are the same. Some of the rows are the same as the one below it. So that has been very, very helpful to me. Now, last week I talked about maybe getting a bobbin. These are bobbins. These are knitting bobbins, and you can look at there. You wrap your yarn around them this way. You wrap your yarn around, and then you can let them hang off the back of the blanket when you pick up that color, and then you just let go of that color, and they stay, on the back of the blanket or near the back. But I wound one up. This is what they look like when you wind the yarn around them. They look like that. And then you just take the end here and lock it around the end of the bobbin. But I don't really have to do that. It doesn't seem to come apart too much, so I just leave it hanging. But when I go along and it's time for me to pick up this color, I can just grab it and pick it up and use it, and then I can just let it drop on the back of the blanket. So it works out great, but I don't need that. You know why? Because I bought the whole kit and all the yarn. So I'm letting the yarn sit on my desk as I crochet this blanket. And this is how much I've gotten finished. This is the right side. As you'll see, I've got some stitch markers on this side, so I'll know which is the right side. This is what it looks like, and this color is really beautiful. This is called Theater. This is Melange Red Heart yarn, and then this is Premier Anti-Pilling Worsted, and this is the color Cloudy Day. Those are the two colors I'm using. Now, if you go on to the Mary Maxim site and look at the kit, there are online, you have to go online, and there are so many different colorways that you can pick from. There's red, and there's blue, and there's grays and browns, all colors that you can mix. And I think they use some of these colors as well, some different colorways. But this is called Theater, and it's the beautiful, beautiful colors. I really love it. Look at these beautiful colors. They're really beautiful when you get it crocheted up. And the crochet stitch is not one that I've ever used before. The crochet stitch is called the knotted half double crochet, and it's kind of interesting because you reach back to the stitch before you and grab it, and then do some work there and some work in the next stitch. So each stitch is locked to the one before it, if you can see that. It's really interesting, beautiful stitch. I really like it, and once you have done it a few times, you have the hang of it, and it's really fast. So I'm just loving this blanket. It's so beautiful. Look at those beautiful colors. I can't wait to finish it. But what I'm doing is I'm only working on my desk. And I don't know what I would do if I was sitting in a chair. I would have a hard time because I've got 2 of these and 2 of these attached to the blanket. And as I come to them, I just pick up the yarn and use as much as I need, and then I drop the yarn. So these are like my bobbins. This is like a big bobbin. That's really how I'm using it. But as I said, I cannot sit in a chair and do this. I have to work at my desk. So I've got my yarn laid out when I start working on it, and I just work on it until I get tired, and then I leave. So it stays on my desk, and I guess that's okay until I have to do some big project. Then I'll have to move it all off my desk. But I wanted to show you that and show you the bobbins. If you want to use these, you certainly could. This is how you could sit in your chair and do the cat's meow blanket. But as I said, I'm just using it on my desk right now. So loving that blanket, loving, loving, loving it. I'm so glad that I bought the kit. I'm using an eye hook. This is the one that they call for. It's a 5.5 millimeter hook, and simple, easy, whatever. And I'm not using all the directions. I didn't do a foundation half double crochet first row. I did a chain up, and then I did a row of the knotted half double crochet, and it worked out just fine. There's a way to do the foundation half double crochet. I just didn't want to do all that. I tried it, and it didn't look all that great to me. It didn't look even enough, and it was my fault. So I just said, you know what, I'm just going to chain up. I'm in a hurry. I want to go ahead and finish this thing. So it's going to take me a while to finish it, but I'm excited that I've started it, and I'll show you the progress on that as I get going. Now, before we go any farther, I'm going to show you my progress on my diamond painting. So here is that. Here's a little bit about the progress I've made on my newest diamond painting. This is Blooming Village by Carla Gerard. Love this, love it a lot. As you can see, last week I was right about here, in this square, and I've moved all the way over here. I've done all of this work. Really love it. I'm enjoying this. And now I'm on row 2, and I've moved all the way over here to this point. And I have a few more in here to fix, but I have a few more to fill in right in there, and I'll be done with this square. Well, it's right about here. And then I'll move on to the houses, and I'm loving that. I'm excited about doing that. I really love this painting, and it's 45 colors, and the colors are all up here in order. Really easy to work with as well because it's numbers first. All right, numbers first, and then letters coming down here. And these are what is on the canvas, these letters, and then these symbols. And the symbols are all at the bottom, so they're easy to find when I'm looking for example, if I have a small T, I'm looking for number 37. And then I'm going to move over here, try not to go too fast. Over here, and I go to my collection of drills. These are called drills, D-R-I-L-L-S. These are the color pieces that go onto the canvas. The canvas has an adhesive on it, so they stick. When you put them over here, they will stick there when you place them with your pen. So it's really easy to do. There's nothing real hard about it, but it is a lot of fun. I enjoy it so much. Anyway, this is a drill pen. These are the drills. I'm answering some questions that have come in to me, so that's why I'm doing all this. But anyway, these are the drills. There's 45 colors here, and I'm working out of the Ziploc bags. Makes it real easy to do. Real easy to do. So that's what I've done so far this week on my Blooming Village by Carla Gerard. I really like this. And one more thing I wanted to say about Crafties. Here's their name, Crafties brand. And they're what they do is they support the artists that give them the designs to put on their website. They support the artists. And I really like that idea. So it's one thing I really like about Crafties, and the reason I've decided to collaborate with them again. So this is the name up here. They have nice branding here, and their paintings are very easy to do. They have lots and lots of paintings on their website, and I'll put a link down in the description box so that you can click on it if you want to look on their website, see if you see something you like. They also have paint by numbers, and they also have some of these exact paintings in paint by number. If that's your jam, then paint by number it is. They have lots of those too. So again, that's sponsored by Crafties, and that's my progress this week on the Blooming Village. Now let's talk about what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing one of my favorite sweaters, and I had this put back and I forgot that I had it. So I put it on this morning. I thought this is perfect weather because it's just in low 50s here. It's a little bit cool. So I thought I would wear it with a turtleneck. So let me stand up and show this to you. This is called the Hexicardi, and this is one of my favorite patterns. As I always say, I'm just really excited to be able to show this to you again. I think I showed it the first time a few months ago, and I'm really enjoying wearing this sweater because it's not sloppy. I tried to make it so that the sleeves were not hanging down too far. So that's what I like about this sweater. It's not sloppy. When you put it on, it feels just like a regular cardigan. It's done in the granny stitch, and it's easy to do. And it goes pretty fast too. It's made out of a worsted weight wool, and the wool is here and the wool is here. So you don't have to make it out of wool. You can certainly make it out of an acrylic, but this is a warm sweater for me. I tried to make it special. But I love the colors. It's kind of a fluorescent blue with black mixed in. It was a Knit Crate box product that came to me, and I ordered some more to make it a sweater quantity, and so I made a sweater from it, and I really love it. I'm glad that I waited to use that yarn to make something special. So this is the Hexicardi, and let me show you the back. The back is kind of cool. It is they really like the back of the sweater. The back of the sweater, it has little granny squares all the way down, and just really cute. It's really cute. So I thought I would wear it today. It has black ribbing on it. I'll get up here where you can see it. It has a wide black rim. I'll get my hand over there so you can see how wide it is, quite wide. And then the sleeves are also ribbed, and they're wide as well. And around the bottom, I didn't put a trim, but I did do the back in a trim. See, I'm going to show it to you. Really cute. And this is my hexicard. It's not difficult, but you do have to follow the directions. And I show you how to make the sleeves fitted. They're not just big fat sleeves. I've seen lots of these cardigans and they don't take any time with the sleeves. They just, you know, crochet up and they're big, and then they might gather them to a cuff and they might just leave them big. So I tried not to do that with this pattern. I wanted to make it a little bit more fitted and easier to wear. So this is the Hexicardi. I hope you like it. This is what it looks like on my Etsy shop, the Hexicardi, and it's a pretty long pattern. It's got plenty of instruction in it, some photographs in there to help you along. So let me get my camera down here where I can see. Also, here is one of the little granny squares up close. That's what it looks like. This is an alpaca yarn, so it's got hairs on it. Those are not my hairs. They're just hairs. But that's what it looks like. They're not difficult. These are very simple little granny squares that I put on the back, and they help fit the cardigan to you. So it'll be worth it if you want to make it. I really love it. I really love this pattern. So that, again, is the Hexicardi from my Etsy shop. Now, Mr. On the Hook has been working hard, and he has compiled my pattern on Amazon, and so that you can go out there to Amazon and buy a printed pattern. It's already printed for you, just comes in the mail. So you don't have to have a printer to print off my pattern. And they look like this. This is the Hexicardi crochet pattern, the one that I have on. That's this one right here, and it's a booklet. It's really pretty. It sits on your bookshelf and it looks really nice. And that's the Hexicardi crochet pattern. And then he also has finished the open weave cardigan pattern, and here it is right here. I have a picture of it. It hasn't come to me yet. He just finished it. So it's out on Amazon for you to order, though, if you'd like to, and they'll send it right away. So just wanted you to know that open weave cardigan pattern is available on Amazon. I'll put the link down in the description box if you want to take a look. Now let's talk about knitting. I have learned to knit. I'm a beginner knitter. I'm not anybody with any experience much at all. I did make one small sweater, and I finished it last week. I'm real proud of it, and it's the classic knit top. And I'll show you a picture of it right here. That's what it looks like. But this is my newest invention, I guess you could say. It has the same ribbing as the one I just showed you. This is a 4x4 rib at the bottom. And I went out and found some chunky yarn. And I thought, well, I'm going to make a sweater, but I'm going to make it with sleeves in it, so I don't want it to be too long to try to finish. So this is a Bulky 5 Premier Serenity Chunky Tweed. 109 yards on the ball. That's what it looks like. It's pink. It's pink with black tweed in it, just real pretty, just a very pale pink. And I thought I would really like that. So I used my size 11 needles. There they are, big needles, size 11 needles. And I started working on it. And what I did was I made a swatch and decided the number of stitches and the number of rows for 4 inches. So that was my gauge. And then I figured out how many I would need, how many stitches I would need for the width of my fabric. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go with it. And sure enough, I measured for 25 inches because I wanted this to be a little bit loose. I wanted it to be quite loose, actually. So I didn't want it to be too small, whatever. I sure don't want to do that because I can't rip out knitting. I don't want to. I'm not good enough at it. So I decided to just go with it. And I did a knit row and a purl row. See the bottom, the inside is a garter stitch, or that is the garter stitch, but the inside is the wrong side, obviously. And so when I finished it off up here, I didn't try to do decreasing or anything. I just did 4 rows of knitting at the top, and I was finished with that. It's pretty enough for me. I don't have to have a special collar on it or anything, and I don't even know how to do that yet. So I didn't want to fool with learning it. I just wanted to just go ahead and finish. So I made it like this, and I made 2 squares. Here's the other one. And believe me, I've put in a lot of hours on this. This is not something I just whipped up, but I worked on it every single day, almost all day, most days just to get it finished. And when I was watching TV, when I was doing anything else, I was knitting. And so I was a little bit crazy about it, but I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and do the big pieces first and get those done. It's so soft. I really love Premier Yarn, not sponsored or anything, but I do love this brand, and their yarn is a very good quality. It's a really great quality, and it really knits up nicely. I mean, look at that. It looks great. Here's a piece right here. I'm making the sleeves for it, so let me show you this up close. It's beautiful when you knit it up. Look at that. It's so pretty. I really like that. And it's slick almost. It's kind of a little bit of a sheen on it, so I'm really loving that. So I'm going to make the sleeve. I'm going to sew this all together. I'm not going to try to pick up stitches. I don't know how to do that yet. But I've measured here. My armhole needs to be about 7 inches on each side. So I figured I would just measure from the shoulder seam 7 inches. And then I'm going to lay it out flat and sew a sleeve onto it flat. I'm going to sew the sleeve on. When I finish the sleeve, I'm going to try to decrease. I might decrease a few stitches here and there, or a stitch every few rows, to bring the sleeves in a little bit. I don't want them to be 14 inches down here, and then I'm going to have to figure out how to get it to a cuff. So that's my plan right now. That's my plan for this sweater, and I may write a pattern for it. I don't know. Y'all knitters would probably do this with your eyes closed. But I will then sew up the sides and the bottom of the sleeve seam that comes out here, and sew up the side at the same time. And then I'll basically be finished with it. So won't that be great? So I'm going to knit the sleeve from the top to the bottom. I notice a lot of sleeves are knitted from the bottom to the top, but I'm going to knit it from the top to the bottom. And that way I'll know exactly how long it is, and then I can make it just the way I want it. And if you want to know how to do that, you can comment down in the comment section. Let me know if you want to see the pattern. I don't know if you may or may not want to. If you're a knitter, you may obviously not need that, but I wanted to make it so that it would fit everybody. That's the way my patterns always are. I only use measurements. I don't use stitch numbers. So I let you decide that when you make your gauge swatch, and then you can figure out how many inches you want and then how many stitches it'll take to knit those inches. So that's important. You need to know that. I do get that. I do understand that. So that's what I did, and it looks like it's going to fit just fine. So I'm really excited about this. This is my newest bulky sweater, and I hope I can finish it in the next week or two. If you're enjoying today's video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done that, and also join the community. It's a way to get notices from me about new products and new patterns that are out, and I also usually put an offer code out there. It's for my garments, and you can buy any garment you want with this substantial discount from the offer code. So be sure that you sign up for the community down in the description box. It's the first line right there. You can't miss it. So just click the link and sign up. If you're a member of the community, you probably remember that I sent the Christmastime coverlet out to you for free as a Christmas present this year, and I was really excited to do that. And this is a fun pattern. It turns out really pretty, and it doesn't take a lot of know-how. You can be a beginner stitcher and a crocheter and learn how to do this. It's real simple. You can use any colors you want, any size yarn you want. It's really nice. And so I actually made 2 of these. I made one that is, let's see if I can get the camera over there to it, right there. That is my springtime coverlet right there. And I love the colors in that. Those are Hirschner's Heather 8. That's what I was talking about earlier. And that's this one right here. And then I made one for Christmas in the red and green, ombre, red heart, ombre green, apple, and the burgundy color, and Aran. So all those are in there. The names and everything are in the pattern if you want it. It's out on my Etsy shop, and you can go out there and take a look. Now, this one I'm making for a new project for our church. Is having a blanket drive for the babies and the toddlers and the little ones, and I thought, well, that's something I can do. So I signed up, and you have to make like 3 blankets or loveys or whatever you want to make in the next quarter, and then we have a meeting and we bring them to the meeting. Everybody shows off what they've done. So I've already started mine. I thought, well, I'll do a Christmastime coverlet in baby color. So I went to Joann, and they were having a big sale on their Big Twist, which you probably already know. And I bought white, and I bought 3 colors of sparkle. It's called Sparkle Big Twist, and the yellow, blue, and green. And this is what it looks like so far. It's turning out so pretty. I just love this. I just love it. Any little girl or boy would love to have this. And it's just the sparkle. Let me get it up here where you can see it. There, see the blue sparkle and the green sparkle right there? The white is not sparkle. The white is just plain white. And I'll show you how I have this set up, because I don't cut the white off on the ends. I run the white down the sides, because every third row is a white row. So I do that. And then I have the other 3 skeins standing up in a project bag, and the white standing up in the project bag as well. And I just use out of it like this. And I'm going to show you how I work this. This is my big project bag here. So let me show you how I've got this set up in here. Now, I can get it open. Can y'all see that? I have the 3 skeins standing up in there, and the white one standing up, and the yarn coming out the end. I did find the ends of the yarns because it actually was already out there. It was awesome. I just pulled it and it was perfect. So big twist, go big twist. Love big twist. I've always loved big twist. So that's big twist yarn, and in the sparkle, the 3 colors in sparkle, and I'm just glad that I bought those colors. They're just absolutely beautiful, and it shouldn't take me long. I didn't spend a whole lot of time just getting this done. In between this and the knitting, I've been crocheting all week and knitting all week. So, and the cat's meow too. Every time I sat at my desk, I was doing the cat's meow. So, I've just been a crafter this week. I've been crafting, and I did my diamond painting every night for about an hour. So I'm just a busy bee in my crafting room here at Jeannie's On the Hook Crochet. Now let's talk about giveaways. It's time for giveaways. I give away 3 gifts every week, for the most part every week. Every now and then I forget. I did that a few weeks ago. I just forgot all about it. But this week we have 3 gifts that we're giving away, and they're in this basket right here. So let's look at what's in here. There is some Audine wool from Knit Crate. This is interlock, and it's cotton and linen. Beautiful, beautiful yarn. It's just beautiful. I love that. I made a top out of this, and I had some left over, so I thought I would give away the skein that I didn't use. So that will go to a winner who used the word wool in their comment, the word wool in your comment. And you'll get the hang of this. If you're new to the channel, you put a word in the comment to sign up for one of the gifts or all the gifts. You can use all the words or just 1 or 2, however you want to do it. This is a skein of Landscapes yarn by Lion Brand. This is one of my favorite yarns, but they've discontinued it. But this was enough to make some hand warmers, a hat, or a small scarf or something like that. So if you'll take a look, that is so gorgeous. It's called Desert Spring. I think that's it. Yes, Desert Spring and Lion Brand roving yarn, and the keyword there was lion, L-I-O-N, to sign up for that. And then I'm giving away a pouch that I have my logo on. It's on both sides actually, and this has a zipper at the top, and it's big enough to hold, you know, a first set of sweater or a pair of socks or something like that. That you're working on, or something to take along in the car if you just need 1 skein. You know, you can take it with you. And this is the keyword here was pouch, P-O-U-C-H. And if you put pouch in there, you might win this gift. So let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins these gifts this week. Here we are at the computer, and up here at the top is the address of the video from last week, the word wool that I've already typed in. And let's scroll down here and get our comments. All right, let's go over here and find out who wins the Audine Wool's cotton and linen yarn. And let's go up right here so you can see who wins this gift this week. And that's Wendy Bell. Wendy Bell. So there you go. Wendy, you are the winner of the Audine Wool's cotton and linen wool. It's not wool, really. It's cotton and linen yarn. Okay, so next we want to go on to Lion, and that is going to be the person that wins the Lion Brand Landscapes yarn. Let's get our comments. All right, let's go over here. Find out who wins the Lion Brand Landscapes yarn. This is a roving yarn, and that would be Lucretia Ackley. Lucretia Ackley, 5406. You are the winner of the Lion Brand roving yarn. Landscapes is the name of it. All right, and then we have pouch. And this, a lot of people like this. This is the project pouch that has my logo on it. It turned out really nice. Mr. On the Hook. So sorry, I dropped my phone there. Okay, this is for the pouch, the project pouch. And the winner is Tia Hill. Tia Hill, you have won the project pouch from On the Hook Crochet. Congratulations to all our winners. Congratulations to our winners. Please send me an email with your name and your address and what you won, and use the word winner in the subject line. And I will check it out with what I have here, and I'll get that out to you as soon as possible. Now for next week's gifts, I have 3 more gifts, and y'all will like these. This is the Rockin' Robin project bag from Craft House Magic from last year, and she sent me this, and it's got a cute picture on the front. She has her logo over there, right there, logo, and then some musical notes and just a little robin right there. So cute. Anyway, she makes all of her bags by hand. This is a handmade bag, and she has a drawstring at the top so you can make it tight if you want to, and it holds quite a bit. It's actually pretty big. So that will go to a person who uses the word robin in your comment. Robin, R-O-B-I-N, robin, and will be in line for this gift next week. I also have what I bought, and I don't know why I have I have about a half of a skein of this. Spun Colors by Premier Yarns, and this is made in Turkey. I really like that. Medium 64, a medium 4 weight, and 65% acrylic, 35 superwash merino. So if you're allergic to wool, don't sign up for this. This is Spun Colors, and the word is spun to put in your comment. S-P-U-N, S-P-U-N, and that's the word to put in your comment. I have 2.5 cakes of this. These 2 are full, and this one has a little bit taken out of it, not much. Let me see how many yards are in this. This is called Blue Ridge. That's the colorway. Very beautiful. 419 yards on each cake. So you have about 1,000 yards here. 1,000 yards of a number 4. So that's quite a substantial amount of yarn. And it is beautiful. I didn't show it very well. Let me show it better. There we go. Spun Colors by Premier. You can go on their website and take a look at it. But this is the colorway Blue Ridge, and you can look on there for that and get a good look at it. But that's one gift, and that'll be the word spun, S-P-U-N. And last but not least, I have another Crochet World. I'll cover up my address there. Crochet World for spring 2025. This is the newest edition of Crochet World, and this will go to the person who uses the word world in their comment, W-O-R-L-D. So those are the 3 gifts for next week. Those are really super nice. I like those. Those just came to me, and they jumped in the basket and said, give me away. So I said, okay, I'll do that. So I hope y'all enjoy it. Now, I hope you all enjoy your next week as well. This is Friday, and I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm going to some basketball games for my grandsons. They're so cute. The games are just fun. They're just fun, all fun. I really get a kick out of it. And then Sunday lunch with our son. So that'll be a fun weekend for me. I hope your weekend is great as well. Even if you're spending it alone, if you just put your feet up and grab your crocheting or knitting or do a diamond painting or something like that and enjoy your weekend. So I hope you'll join me next week, and we'll find out what's on the hook.